So we may have gotten our first information slash leak about Budokai Tenkaichi 4, my boys. What is good, everybody? It is your boy Cab back with another video for you guys today. We are here to take a look at, like I said, the potential first leak in regards to Budokai Tenkaichi 4, and I don't even think that the voice actor thought he was actually leaking something when he put this information out, because he does put out a TikTok talking about a fun day of recording and recording voice lines for an upcoming video game. And as you guys can see, the homie your boy Pride did put Budokai Tenkaichi 4 with the eye emoji, and then homie Geekdom said, yup, it's that one. And then we also had the homie Hype say indeed as well, talking about it being Budokai Tenkaichi 4. So we have two reliable sources here saying that this TikTok is about Budokai Tenkaichi 4, right? So now it really comes down to what is actually said in this TikTok. What is said that could be seen as an actual leak? Well, I'm gonna let you guys listen to it really quick by yourselves, and then I'm gonna talk about what you really want to focus on and what we're gonna focus on in this video.
I just got through recording a video game. A lot of screaming. Can't tell you the video game, obviously, but I played 3 very distinct characters, and my voice is shot. But I loved every second of it.
Alright, now that you guys saw, he literally says that first and foremost, he is voicing 3 distinct characters. And then secondly, that his voice is shot from a lot of screaming. Well, what happens in Dragon Ball? Usually a lot of screaming. Like, Dragon Ball is one of those animes where the characters do scream quite a bit. So, again, it all does seem like this is about Budokai Tenkaichi 4, not only based off what he said, but like I said before, we do have 2 very reliable sources in the homie Geekdom and the homie Hype, which, like I said before, Twitters will be linked down below in the description. Now, this man is Sunny Straight. Like I said, he is a voice actor in the Dragon Ball series, and clearly he is voicing some characters in Budokai Tenkaichi 4. But what 3 characters could it actually be? Let's take a look at this man's resume when it comes to Dragon Ball in general, right? So first and foremost, he does voice Krillin. Krillin, without a doubt, I mean, I don't think there's ever been a Dragon Ball game that Krillin was not in. So he, without a doubt, will be in this game once again, right? Then we got the man's Bardock, who definitely will be in this game. Like, I have zero reason to believe why he would not make it in the Budokai Tenkaichi 4 originally, and especially after what the man Sunny Straight actually did say in that TikTok, right? But now, let's look at the rest of these, my boy, because this is where it actually gets a bit interesting. Now, he also voices General Blue. General Blue. General Blue was someone who was in Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Is it possible that this man is making a return? And if he is, does that mean something a bit bigger, in a sense? And we'll talk about that in a quick second after we look at the rest of these characters right here. Now, the next one is Bandages the Mummy. Highly doubt that he makes it into the game over General Blue. I mean, who knows, really? Maybe it is possible. I mean, General Blue is somewhat as a significant of a character as Bandages is in the Dragon Ball series. Now, I will say General Blue does have more screen time in episodes, but in terms of the, I guess, how prominent of an enemy he was, I feel they were somewhat similar in terms of the threat level, I guess you could say, right? So maybe Bandages gets in, but again, I feel like General Blue would make more sense because, well, he was actually in a past Budokai Tenkaichi game. Now, the last 2 are Piano. A lot of people probably don't remember Piano and don't maybe even know who the hell this man is. If you didn't watch OG Dragon Ball, well, you have no idea who Piano actually is, because he's actually King Piccolo's like helper, I guess you could say. He's the one that's always by his side, his right-hand man. Even though he can't fight or anything like that, it's like almost a secretary position, I guess you could say, for the man's King Piccolo, right? Now, he doesn't really have much screen time, I guess you could say. Like, he's not around that much. You see him time to time, but he doesn't have a significant role by any means in the anime, and it's not like he does anything significant either. So I don't feel like Piano would make it, and the only way I see him making it is not as an actual roster character, but as someone who is like a moderator in a sense, like a menu talker or something along those lines. Now, the last one would be Giru. Giru falls into that same line as maybe he was doing lines for Giru in terms of like menu or mid-match or something along those lines is possible without a doubt. But at the same time, I don't think that they would bring Giru back for Budokai Tenkaichi 4, because I mean that was something that they did do in the past Dragon Ball games. Like they would have people speaking in the menu, and I know Giru was always like, in a couple of them, he was in the menu as like an actual character. I don't remember if he actually made any voice sounds or effects or anything like that in the menus of those games. It's just been so long since I've actually played them. But again, Giru could fall into that line of being someone who maybe talks in the menu or somewhere in the game at some point in time. But the most likely out of these three, I would say, is definitely General Blue. Now, without a doubt, again, Krillin and Bardock will definitely be two of these three characters. It's just that third one. And I think General Blue does have the best chance because, well, he was in a past Budokai Tenkaichi game. So from that standpoint, it would make sense. But at the same time, the reason that this is, you know, kind of, or would be kind of big if he actually got into the game, well, then I would imagine that the roster size is going to be way bigger than I expected. Because personally, I only expected this game to have around like 50 characters. The reason being is because, well, this game is being built from the ground up. It's a brand new engine, brand new models, like basically everything is brand new. The only thing that they could really convert and take over from the past is like mechanics, but I don't even think they could, like, I don't know how coding works exactly or anything along those lines, so I don't know how they would take the coding of one mechanic and just transfer it over to this version. If that is even possible, I don't know, but I still do know that models take a lot of time, and building a game on a brand new engine also does take a lot of time. But the models in particular, because models equal characters. So the more models we get, the more characters we get. And again, if a character like General Blue does get into this game, well, my roster expectations at that point in time would definitely change, because if you put General Blue in this game, well, you have to put every prominent Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super character in, as well as, you know, characters from Dragon Ball that were also in Budokai Tenkaichi that were also much more important than this man General Blue at the same time. So if that were to happen, then the roster could exceed 100. And again, my base expectations were around 50, considering that all these models, like I said before, are completely brand new. It's not like they're using the models from Budokai Tenkaichi 3 and polishing them up or anything like that. No, that was a game that came out like 19 years ago at this point in time, and we are separated by 3 generations of consoles in gaming as well. So again, it would be crazy to truly see this man be in the game. And if he does make it into the game, like I said, my roster expectations definitely go up without a doubt. Like, it would go up an insane amount, almost double in a sense. Like, my roster expectation would go from like 50 to somewhere around 100 at that point. Because like I said, if you add a character like this into the game, you have to have much more prominent and important characters from Z and Super in, as well as OG Dragon Ball at the same time. So let me know what you guys think about this down below in the comments. And like I said at the beginning of this video, nothing is official or anything like that, but at the same time, getting that information from the man Sonny Strait, talking about how he's going to be voicing 3 characters in this game, it really does make me feel like General Blue has a great chance of being in Budokai Tenkaichi 4. So again, let me know your thoughts on all that down below in the comments. But till next time, man, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and as always, hope you have a good one. Hey, y'all.